Picture this: a lively party buzzing with energy, music pulsing through the air, glasses clinking, and laughter cascading like waves of champagne bubbles. It's one of those golden nights where the world feels small, familiar, and brimming with connection. A place where everyone seems to know everyone else. The room is alive, a vibrant sea of warm faces and animated conversations. Amidst the crowd stands Sophia, a sharp, independent woman whose quiet confidence draws attention without her even trying. She moves with ease, effortlessly navigating the room with light-hearted smiles and quick-witted exchanges. Across the room, however, is Elijah, the kind of man whose easy charm and radiant smile seem to light up every corner of the space. Elijah has been Sophia's friend for years, a trusted companion in her life's story. Yet beneath Sophia's composed demeanor, a secret simmers, one she has spent countless moments trying to conceal: her growing attraction to him. She laughs at his stories even from afar, as if his voice carries some invisible magnetism. When she thinks no one is looking, her eyes find him, lingering for a heartbeat longer than they should before darting away. She talks and laughs with others, moving through conversations like a practiced act, all to distract herself from the truth she fears might slip out. Yet, here lies the irony. The harder Sophia tries to bury her feelings, the more they betray her. Tiny, almost imperceptible signs begin to surface, unconscious gestures that most would miss, but which speak volumes to those who know where to look. This is where the counterintuitive truth comes to light. When someone is attracted to you but trying to hide it, the signals are not loud or flashy. They're subtle. Whispers in a noisy room, easily overlooked but impossible to ignore once you know what to watch for. These small, revealing moments can say far more than any confession ever could. Today, we're peeling back the curtain on human behavior to uncover the 6 undeniable signs that someone is attracted to you, but working hard to keep it under wraps. By the end, you won't just see these interactions, you'll understand them. You'll read people in a way that combines science, observation, and even a hint of philosophy. Get ready to see the world, and perhaps the people in it, through an entirely new lens. 6. Laughter as a mirror of affection. Laughter is one of the most powerful tools for human connection, deeply ingrained in our psychology. A woman who likes you may laugh at your jokes, even the ones you don't find particularly clever, because it's not about the joke itself, it's about the connection it creates. Sophia, for instance, has mastered the art of laughter. Elijah cracks a mildly amusing comment about his failed attempt at cooking, and while others chuckle politely, Sophia's laugh rings genuine and warm, her eyes lingering on him just a second longer. Social psychologists explain that this type of laughter is an unconscious way of encouraging someone, a sign of affinity and emotional interest. More importantly, laughter releases dopamine, a neurotransmitter associated with pleasure and bonding. In essence, when Sophia laughs at Elijah's stories, she's creating a positive feedback loop, making him want to interact with her more. This unconscious exchange is foundational to human relationships, where small signals build deeper emotional ties. In Stoic philosophy, laughter is more than a fleeting response. It's a reflection of one's inner harmony. Epictetus once said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." A woman's laughter, even at something trivial, is her choice to engage joyfully in that moment. If she reserves this joy predominantly for you, take it as a powerful sign of her hidden affection. 5. She finds reasons to be near you. Proximity is no accident. Studies on attraction confirm that people instinctively seek physical closeness to those they like. If someone frequently ends up where you are, it's rarely a coincidence. Sophia knows Elijah stops by a certain cafe on Saturday mornings, and suddenly she's there too, book in hand, acting surprised to see him. "Oh, I didn't know you came here," she might say, but the truth runs deeper. She's creating opportunities for connection while appearing nonchalant. The Stoics, particularly Marcus Aurelius, remind us that the soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. Sophia's desire to be near Elijah stems from her internal focus on him, even if she isn't ready to confront those feelings. Her thoughts lead her to proximity, whether consciously or not. This strategy of closeness also allows her to observe Elijah's reactions. How does he respond to her presence? Does he seem happy or indifferent? It's a subtle test, a way for her to gauge his level of interest without risking outright rejection. 4. She remembers the little things. When someone likes you, they pay attention, not just to what you say, but how you say it and what it reveals about who you are. Sophia has a mental catalog of small details about Elijah's life: his favorite book, the day of his big work presentation, the song he mentioned loving once in passing. Weeks later, she casually asks how that presentation went or sends him a link to an acoustic version of the song. Researchers at the University of Nevada found that people remember more about those they have strong feelings for because they are emotionally invested. This isn't simply about good memory, it's about prioritizing you in their thoughts. Stoicism teaches us to focus only on what we can control, and our ability to truly listen is one such gift. By remembering small details, Sophia demonstrates care and presence, silently telling Elijah that he matters to her. 3. She shows vulnerability. True emotional openness is rare. In a society that often values independence and stoicism, in its popular sense, not its philosophical roots, vulnerability is a courageous act. If Sophia shares personal stories, fears, or aspirations with Elijah, it's a sign of trust. For example, she might confide her worries about her career or share dreams she rarely voices. From a Stoic perspective, vulnerability aligns with the philosophy's emphasis on honesty. Seneca wrote, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." By revealing her authentic self, Sophia overcomes imagined fears of judgment and embraces truth, something she wouldn't do unless she valued Elijah's role in her life. This emotional intimacy deepens connections. It's her way of inviting Elijah into her inner world, testing whether he can be a confidant, a partner who supports her without judgment. 2. Her body speaks louder than words. The body rarely lies. While Sophia might carefully choose her words, her physical behavior reveals her true feelings. Behavioral psychologists have identified consistent cues of attraction: dilated pupils, leaning in during conversations, light touches, and feet unconsciously pointing toward the person of interest. Imagine Elijah and Sophia sitting with a group of friends. While everyone chats, Sophia's body angles towards Elijah, her posture open and inviting. She touches his arm lightly when emphasizing a point, her smile lingering a moment too long. These gestures are subtle, often unconscious, but together they form a clear picture of her affection. Stoics emphasize the importance of perception. As Marcus Aurelius said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." By learning to observe these physical cues, you can shift your perception and see what others overlook. 1. Subtle signs of jealousy. Jealousy, when controlled, can be a revealing emotion. If Sophia reacts subtly when Elijah mentions other women, perhaps a slight change in her tone, a teasing but pointed remark, or sudden quietness, it's a sign of underlying feelings. Evolutionary psychologists explain that jealousy arises from a fear of losing something valuable. While Sophia may try to hide it, her reactions betray her emotional investment. For example, Elijah might casually mention grabbing lunch with a female coworker, and Sophia responds with a joking, "Oh, she must be lucky to get your cooking advice." The humor softens the comment, but the undertone lingers. The Stoics remind us not to be consumed by jealousy ourselves, but to observe it in others as a sign of their values and priorities. If someone shows concern over your attention, it's because they value your presence in their life. The bonus tip: she elevates her appearance. Efforts to enhance one's appearance are often overlooked as superficial, but they're deeply rooted in human behavior. If Sophia knows she'll see Elijah, she might wear her favorite dress, perfect her hairstyle, or add a new accessory. This isn't vanity, it's signaling, an unconscious way of expressing interest and attracting attention. For example, on an otherwise casual outing, Sophia shows up looking effortlessly polished. She might brush off compliments with a casual, "Oh, I just threw this on," but her choice is intentional. The philosopher Chrysippus believed that small, deliberate actions reflect one's intentions. Sophia's attention to her appearance is her way of telling Elijah, "I care about how you see me." Moving forward with wisdom. Recognizing these signs is the first step, but what comes next? Stoicism teaches us to act with reason, empathy, and honesty. If you notice someone exhibiting these signals, approach the situation with care. Are you prepared to reciprocate their feelings? Can you create an environment where both of you feel safe to express vulnerability? Remember, attraction isn't always a promise of compatibility. True relationships require time, patience, and mutual effort. Use this knowledge responsibly, focusing not just on what you observe, but on how you respond. In the words of Marcus Aurelius, waste no more time arguing what a good person should be one. Whether you pursue a romantic connection or remain friends, act with kindness, respect, and authenticity. Now that you're equipped with these insights, how will you navigate the complex, beautiful world of human relationships? The answer lies not just in recognizing signs, but in how you choose to respond to them. With intention, wisdom, and a heart open to life's endless possibilities.